Welcome back to the boardroom. This is the Chatty Chairwoman. I know you can go anywhere in these YouTube streets, but you stop by the boardroom. Thank you, board members. So the question is, do we think that Apollo Nida tried to one-up Phaedra Park? Both starred on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, you may have also heard in social media that Phaedra Parks is returning to Bravo. She will be on the next season of Married to Medicine. She's not married to a doctor, but I understand she is dating a doctor. So she was all over social media this week about how wonderful it is that she is returning. And then all of a sudden we hear that Apollo and Sherien got married. The photos were released, today? Yesterday? Why do you think that is? I think, come on, board members, we never look at things as they are. We examine all options to determine people's motives because we're board members. So what? He was trying to one-up her. Think about this. They actually got married in October of 2022, but the photos were released in 2023. I'm assuming they never had any intentions of releasing the photos. That's me. Get a card to pull so that they can also be in the news and all over social media. They pulled that card. Am I mad at them? No, absolutely not. Do what you gotta do. If that's what it takes to keep your name relevant, do what you gotta do, right? Now, when you look at the pictures posted by TMZ, you see Apollo and Sherien. You see, I think it's her parents, or it might be his mom and her dad, I'm not sure. And then I think you see her children, but we don't see the cute, handsome young men that he and Phaedra share together. So this is interesting to me that it was released the same week to kind of cast a shadow on the big celebration that Phaedra Parks is returning. As I mentioned in my earlier video, the word on the street was they also approached her about returning to Rhoa, but you gotta go watch my video to hear my feedback on that, board members. But Apollo shouldn't be concerned about getting traction off of Phaedra's name and what she's doing. There is no competition because from what I understand, he and Sherien filmed a reality show last year around November of 2022 called Couples Retreat, which is supposed to air on VH1. And they were joined by Shamari DeVoe, remember her from Rhoa, the wife of the New Edition member, Ronnie DeVoe. They were also joined by Fallon Pina and her husband or her boyfriend. So they were all on the show. They recorded it. It's a show about working on your relationships. I understand it was filmed in Las Vegas. I did check to see if there's an air date, and as of today, there is no air date for the Couples Retreat season number 3. So Apollo's doing his thing. He doesn't have to one-up Phaedra, but I find it really funny that he finally released his photos of him getting married the same week, within the same 24 hours that the big announcement came that Phaedra is returning to Bravo. What do you think, board members? Do you think that Apollo tried to one-up Phaedra? Do you think it's time for them to just move on? I mean, him and Sherien have been together for 7 years. They finally got married, but you never know what the co-parenting dynamic is all about. So leave your thoughts in the comments. Did he try to one-up her, or was this a legitimate time for him to show to the world, tell the world that he actually got married to Sherien? Now, you may remember we first saw Sherien on the Real Housewives of Atlanta when she came to the grand opening of the Old Lady game. Apollo was still incarcerated, so she went there to represent Apollo, and the ladies had a field day, especially Kenya. And Candy felt some kind of way because she didn't want Phaedra to think that she was aware that this woman was showing up to represent Apollo. Anyway, that's the nugget. What are your thoughts? Thank you so much for stopping by. So I simply ask, before you exit, hit like, subscribe, and notification. Thank you so much for stopping by, because I know you can go anywhere in these YouTube streets, but you stop by the boardroom. Bye-bye.